Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Broadway doesn't reopen until September, but we're going to take a chance and do a live performance here tonight at Hope. So thanks for being part of it. If you haven't been at Hope at an event in the recent months, and if you didn't see the signs outside, just a reminder, you're all doing it. We're still following our safety protocols, so stay masked during the performance. Sit with your groups as you are, and then we're exiting out through this door, and they'll help you find your way out after the performance tonight. If you want to say hi to a cast member afterward, we're going to ask them to head outside, weather permitting, out the north door. If the weather isn't friendly, they will be under the carport. Okay, so you can say hi to folks afterward outside. So don't wait around in the building. Go ahead and head out if you want to say hi to folks. Okay. Just a few thank yous that I want to share here before we get going. I want to say thank you to all of the parents and families who've made it possible for these kids to be here and who've trusted us through this past year to work with them, to maintain a safe space, and to be able to get together in these difficult times. I want to say a special thank you to families, and in particular, EDGE members who were part of our group last year and who worked very hard to do what was going to be a fantastic show that ultimately we just could not pull off. So we appreciate it. If you are one of those people, if you know those people, give them your love, and we give you our thanks. We miss you, and we're sorry that we couldn't make it happen last year. As for this year, you saw the names up on the screen, the folks up behind the scene who are helping us. We are so grateful. We have John Hurley and Kurt and Catherine Matson helping us with lights. We have Paul and Leanne Alvine helping us with sound and video. Angie, where are you? EdgeX helping us. A phenomenal contribution. Thank you so much. And two people who have been especially and always are especially helpful this year more than ever. Donnie Lehman and Brenda Zahn come every week. After working all day, they still find time to come and help us out on Wednesday nights, and obviously a lot more than Wednesday night when we get close to doing something like this. So thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Donnie. We really appreciate it. I think that is it. Oh, no, one more thing. So again, we're all a little bit out of shape with live theater, but as a reminder, laughter is welcome and encouraged, even behind a mask. Same with applause, so feel free to show your appreciation for these very talented young people. Enjoy the show. Thanks for coming.
Let's call this meeting to order.
This meeting of the Committee of Economic Development of the Model United Nations Club of the Riley Township Consolidated Schools is hereby called to order. Will my co-chair please call the roll?
Andorra?
Present.
Italy? Oh, that's me. Present. Peru? Peru, you're muted.
Sorry, present.
South Africa?
Yeah.
Togo?
Present.
Hi, Ari.
Hey.
Order! Vietnam?
Present.
Great. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes and agenda as presented?
I move to approve the minutes in the agenda.
I second the motion.
Any objections? Motion carries. The minutes and agenda are approved. Turning to old business, last meeting we tabled a report on the South African response to the coronavirus pandemic. Can we please receive the report now?
Madam Chair, I move to retable the report.
Second.
Discussion?
Mr. Delegate, this is 3 weeks in a row. If we don't complete these reports, that will hurt the club's overall score, which will hurt the score of any club member who is looking to win a spot at next year's national conference in New York.
And who might that be, Autumn?
Order.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't been able to get to it.
3 weeks?
Cut him some slack, Autumn. A lot's going on, you know.
There's literally nothing going on. The pandemic has shut down everything. What a perfect time to do a little research and submit your overdue report.
Next time, I promise.
Okay. We'll table the report on South Africa and move to Andorra.
Motion to table report.
Oh, give me a break.
My grandma's not doing great.
You know what, guys? Maybe we should adjourn early today. Autumn, stay in the Zoom and we'll discuss next week's meeting. Watch for an invite, guys. See you next time.
Bye.
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 If we don't get these reports submitted, that's 2 points off the club's score. And that means 20 points off of my score.
We'll get these reports submitted. Look, I know this means a lot to you, but you can't expect all these kids, especially those newer to Model UN, to be as dedicated.
They're getting worse, not better. They've got nothing but time on their hands, yet they can't meet the simplest deadline. What is stopping them? They're literally all alone.
Maybe that's what's stopping them.
Paige, I have lost so much this past year. Lost my chance to go to nationals for the quiz bowl. Lost my chance to compete for a chess grandmaster. Lost my chance to intern for Congressman Jabor. They're not going to take away this one last thing I have got.
Okay, I know, but they've lost a lot too.
Oh, please. Lost their chance to blow off a chemistry assignment.
You need to try to show some empathy, Autumn.
It's my turn to chair the meeting next week. Don't expect me to go as easy on them.
Oh no, I definitely wouldn't expect that. But you need to try to, care about them. These are your friends, not your enemies. They didn't create the coronavirus.
Whatever. Goodbye, Paige.
Oh, holy crap, that was a mess. I don't blame Autumn for being mad at those kids. In normal times, we would have kicked them straight out of the Model UN competition. We're supposed to be leaders. We're supposed to be the future. Whatever the future is. I always thought that the future would be better than the present. And to be honest, the present has always been pretty good to me. I know I'm blessed. Mom and Dad have good jobs. We spend Christmas in Fort Lauderdale and summers up north. I have acceptances from USC, Princeton, and Duke. I feel guilty about being afraid, but I'm a little afraid. Dad's job with Delta is on the bubble. Mom's working from home and driving me crazy. And my wicked smart brother Andrew was supposed to intern for Ford, but that fell through. All these smart people in the world, smarter than me, that's for sure, are scared. At least, I think they're scared. And that makes me scared too. Yeah, hello?
Is this Paige?
Yeah, this is Paige. I'm sorry. Who is this?
Oh, right, sorry. This is Evelyn O'Brien from Model UN. I'm Peru.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry. Kind of a weird meeting tonight. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Everything is weird right now. The meeting was okay.
Do you need help with your report, Evelyn? Autumn was a little hard on everyone. I can help you with your report.
No, thanks. I don't need help. I don't think I'm going to keep doing Model UN. I just don't think it's for me.
What? Really? That's too bad. I wish you'd give it some time, a chance, some time.
I don't have time right now.
I know that. I just mean it's hard right now with everything on Zoom and,
Yeah, I know. Everything is definitely hard right now. Good night, Paige.
Wait, stop. Darn it. Oh, dear God, you've got to help me. This is really feeling like too much, and I feel lonely.
I could give a flip about her stupid score. She's dreaming if she thinks we're even going to have the national conference next year. At least not in person. I don't think they'll do anything in person again for the next 5 years, if ever. It's like I'm the only one who gets how pointless this all is. Model UN, school, everything. The world is literally blowing up. Americans are protesting and rioting in the streets, and I'm supposed to do a report on South Africa? Where the heck even is South Africa? Well, presumably it's in South Africa, but you get the point. We are going through the motions, pretending we're learning something, pretending we even care. I don't care anymore. I don't think there's really much to care about. This whole thing is so screwed up, so why act like we have any chance of fixing anything? I'm tired, depressed, and lonely. Who cares about anything?
Gee, what was that?
Autumn's a real dictator.
LOL, for sure.
Not sure why I joined. Something to do, I guess.
Me too. You gotta say, you leave, I leave.
You got V-ball tonight?
Yeah, on Zoom, for real lame.
Me too. Orchestra.
Mom says maybe you and me can form a pod or a bubble.
Yeah. I mean, if my dad will, okay.
Miss you.
Miss you too.
I'm lonely, sad face.
I'm lonely too. Sad face.
My grandma's the youngest of 11 children. Can you believe that? She was born in Sicily, but emigrated to America with her parents after World War II. She says if she can outlast Mussolini, she can outlast the coronavirus. I sure hope so. She calls me cucciola. That means puppy in Italian. It's because I like to curl up on her lap and have her stroke my hair. She says I can do it no matter how big I get, even when I'm all grown up and not really a puppy anymore. So long as I don't have an accident on the couch. Nana smokes. I know, it's kind of gross, but Dad says it was different when she and Papa were young. Everyone smoked. I guess everyone either stopped or died, like Papa. Everyone except Nan. She's still going and still smoking. I don't mind it really, it's just that smoking and coronavirus don't really go well together. We celebrated her 78th birthday at Fox Run last February. That was the last time we were together. I just prayed to Jesus and to Our Lady that it wasn't the last time. I miss my Nana. I guess I'm just feeling a little lonely right now. I bet Nana's lonely too. Dear Nana.
Yeah, I know. Everything is definitely hard right now. Good night, Paige. You know those stupid posters that say we love our essential workers? They mean well, I guess, but they have no clue. It's like, we love you, smile, now go die for us. Where does that leave me? Maybe I'll get a poster too. We love our orphan children of formerly essential workers. You would think two people falling in love in the army would worry more about leaving their children orphaned. Since Iraq, I'm already halfway there. It's just Mom and me. Good news is, she's away from the battlefield now. Or so we thought. Now she works the COVID ward at the busiest hospital in the state. I wish I could go with her, help her out. If she's going to get sick, maybe we can get sick together. If she's going to die, maybe we can die together. That would be so much better than doing this all alone. I hardly see her. She's exhausted when she gets home. Her shifts keep changing. She says, "Stay strong. We'll get through this. We're fighters. This is what we do. We make sacrifices for others." Oh, Mom, do you ever get tired of fighting? Do you ever wonder what will happen if we don't get through this? I guess in some ways it feels like I'm already all alone. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone.
Okay, everyone. Thanks for being here. Let's call this meeting to order.
Let the minutes reflect that this meeting of the Committee of Economic Development of the Model United Nations Club of the Riley Township Consolidated Schools is hereby called to order. I will now ask the delegate from Ukraine to call the roll.
Andorra?
Present.
Italy?
Present.
Peru?
She doesn't seem to be on the Zoom. Let me text her.
That's okay, Autumn. I talked to her. She had a conflict, I think.
Tickets to concert?
Autumn, please. South Africa.
Oh, so miserably present.
Togo.
Yeah, present.
Ukraine is here. Vietnam?
Present.
Great. I need a motion to approve the minutes and the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Support.
Alright, so assuming no objections? Motion carries. Turning to old business, last week we tabled the report on the South African response to the coronavirus pandemic, as well as the report on the Andorran response. Let's begin with the report from South Africa.
Right. My report. Okay. So, fun fact, South Africa is indeed the southernmost country on the African continent. It is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean to the west, Indian Ocean to the east, and the Arctic Ocean to the south. It shares the northern border with Mozambique, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Namibia.
Anything else?
Interestingly, it has 3 capital cities, one for each branch of the government. Pretoria, Cape Town, and I forgot the other one. Sorry.
That's all right. Just go ahead with what you have next.
That's about as far as I got.
What about the response to the coronavirus?
I was planning on doing that part next week.
Well, wouldn't want to rush.
Can we help you in any way to move it along?
No, I just need to, find some time to focus on it.
Find some time. Are you for real?
Autumn, please.
Liam, maybe you're not cut out for Model UN.
I've been wondering the same thing.
Autumn, can you, stop? Just stop.
Excuse me, Madam Co-Chairs. I'm ready to go on behalf of Andorra. Shall I present my report?
That would be awesome, Sarah. Yes, please. Go right ahead.
Hello? Evelyn? Or do you prefer Evie?
Evie, is this Paige?
Yeah, right. Hi. Listen, we just had our meeting, and I know you said you didn't want to continue with the club, but I just thought I'd see if maybe you changed your mind.
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
That's okay. It's just, I get it. If it doesn't work with your schedule or it's not your thing, I get it. Evie, can I ask you something?
What?
Are you okay? I mean, are you doing okay?
I don't know. I guess so.
It's just, I don't think a lot of people are doing okay right now.
Yeah, well, I really don't know many people. I really couldn't say how everyone is doing.
I know that. I just mean, if you ever need anyone to talk to, I'm a really good listener. Nobody knows what you're going through, so you just be you, and I'll be there too. No one should know if you bleed red or blue, so you just
don't feel safe, it's not your fault, so don't take blame. It's not your fault, you don't feel safe, it's not your fault, so don't take blame. We can try together, make it right together. We can fight together, it's on us. Though your trust is stolen, though your heart is broken, you are never broken, it's on us. Know that it's on us. Wow. Thanks, Paige. That was really sweet of you. Hey, listen, I gotta go, okay? Bye.
Bye.
Oh, hey, what's up, Paige?
Autumn, I've been thinking. We have a problem.
Welcome to Earth, Paige. Our committee's consolidated report is due in 6 weeks, and we don't even have a third of it done yet.
No, a bigger problem. We need to pivot.
We need to what?
We need to pivot. We need to change everything and try to capture people where they really are.
On Netflix?
We're supposed to represent the global community. We need to start working on the community part of it.
Paige, we have 6 weeks.
If we don't do anything right now, we're not going to have any delegates left in 6 weeks. We need to stop telling them what to do and start asking them what they need.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know yet, but I know I'm right. Bye, Autumn.
Okay, bye, Paige. We need to pivot? We need to ask them what they need? I'm trying to hold on to the one piece of normalcy I still have in my life, and she wants me to pivot? Everybody knows my name now, but something about it still feels strange. Like looking in the mirror, trying to study yourself and seeing somebody else. And everything is not the same now. Feels like all our lives have changed. Maybe when I'm older it'll all calm down, but it's killing me now. What if you had it all, but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me. What if you had it all, but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me.
My dear fellow delegates, in these truly challenging times, I'm reminded of the words of one of the United Nations' most famous luminaries, Eleanor Roosevelt, who said, "It is better to light a candle than curse the darkness." Many of us find ourselves alone in this present darkness and feeling despair. But we must not surrender to despair. We must not wallow in our curses in the darkness.
And mindful of the teachings of the world's most famous rabbi, we must not hide our candles under a cover. We must lift them high to bring hope and courage and comfort to others. Delegates, in this world shuttered in fear and illness and darkness, may we strive to look beyond ourselves and our worries. May we light candles to illuminate the darkness and spread comfort and healing and hope. Thank you.
Woo! That was so good.
Order, please, order.
Madam Chair, Togo moves that the speech by the delegate from Ukraine be printed in our school newsletter and posted to the school website.
I second the motion, and I also move that we partner with the Student Council to promote Mental Health Awareness Month.
And we could start a buddy hotline so kids can talk to other kids.
And maybe a blog?
Order, guys, please. This is all well and good, but you're out of order.
Let's set aside Robert's rules for just a minute, Autumn. At least they're engaged.
And what about the report from South Africa?
Next time, I promise.
Dear Nana, it's Thursday. I just talked to you Tuesday, but I remember you said you liked letters because you can reread them when you're feeling lonely. I'm feeling just a little less lonely today, and I hope you are too. I drew this picture you'd like. It's based on a painting by Leonardo da Vinci. He's Italian, you know. I think I did really good on the eyes, which are the hardest part. Oh, I wanted to talk to you about Model UN. They're creating a blog. A blog is like a Facebook page devoted to a topic. Our topic is kids trying to cope during the pandemic. They can talk to each other, share their feelings, and maybe even help each other. Speaking of, I need to help Ari and Mackenzie. They're, as you would say, two peas in a pod. And I think the peas are going a little bit crazy being out of the same pod. Oh, I get it. A pod. Good night, Nana. I will write and call, and I pray to see you very soon. Love, Sarah.
So, here's the deal. I'm actually pretty good at clarinet. Well, Mr. Dresser says that I have a mature tone. I mean, not squeaky or anything. I can still practice. I mean, alone, in my room. And I guess we still have the orchestra Zoom meetings where we talk about the score and, I guess, listen to music. But can't actually play together. We tried it once when the shutdown started last year on Zoom. That didn't go so well. The sound was awful. Shutdown too, but the 8th graders, well, last year's 8th graders, they won't be there when we get back. They missed their big end of the year, end of middle school year concert or whatever. And they missed their final solo and ensemble, which really sucks. Not trying to be a baby or anything, but what's the point of making music when you can't share it with anybody?
There are 60 million people in South Africa. So that compares to what? About the same number as France or the UK. Wow, I didn't know it was that big. Most of the people depend on government health care. That should be good, right? But 80% of the doctors work in private practices. That means that 80% of the doctors work for only a tiny slice of the total population. Not so good. The World Health Organization says a country needs 30 doctors per 10,000 people. South Africa has 3.2 doctors per 10,000 people. That's a problem. Half the COVID cases in the continent were from South Africa, and it's where the B1.351 variant started. On a positive note, the country has an ambitious vaccination plan. On a negative note, they can't get the vaccine because richer countries pre-ordered and prepaid for it first. Well, this is a cheery report. Can you imagine not having enough doctors? It'd be bad enough to be sick, but sick with no one to help you? No wonder we love our essential workers. Maybe we don't love them enough. I thought it was dorky putting the hearts in our windows and clapping, but now I think that what we did for them was not nearly enough. Me and all my friends, we're all misunderstood. They say we stand for nothing, and there's no way we ever could. Now we see everything going wrong with the world and those who lead it. We just feel like we don't have the means to rise above and beat it. So we keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. It's not that we don't care, we just know the fight ain't fair. So we keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. Now if we had the power to bring our neighbors home from war, they would have never missed a Christmas, no more ribbons on the door. And when you trust social media, what you get is what you got. Cause when they own the information, oh, they can bend it all they want. So we keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. It's not that we don't care, we just know the fight ain't fair. So we keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change.
I played softball and swam as a little kid. Once I started volleyball in 7th grade, that's what I was going to do. I love it, and I still love it. And I worked my butt off. Heading into this season, we were ranked number 2 in the state. Isn't that awesome? We were undefeated, but then they shut us down. Conditioning with Skylar and Izzy, weight training with Ari, and I got to run with her after school. I miss the games, and I miss practices. Mostly, I guess, I miss my friends. Hey, what's up?
Hey, not much. You?
Living the COVID dream, girlfriend.
Yeah, about that. Is it okay if I join an Ari on this call?
Yeah, she had orchestra, but it should be done by now.
Hello? Oh, hey.
Hey.
What's the occasion, Sarah?
I wanted to talk about the blog for Model UN. Ugh. Come on, hear me out. What if we wrote a page together on what we learned during the pandemic?
What, like how to wash a mask?
How to lose your entire social life?
Maybe. Or how to stay friends even during tough times.
I don't know, Sarah.
With every job that must be done, there is an element of fun.
What?
You find the fun and snap the job's a game.
Must be kidding.
And every mask you dare to sew might save a life you know.
A friend?
A foe?
Your best friend's Uncle Mo. For a safe social distance helps to make the curve go down. To make the curve go down. Make the curve go down. Just some safe social distance helps to make the curve go down. And chases COVID far away.
I used to spend hours in the gym refining skills of hand and limb, but now I waste my time on Disney Plus.
Where once I used to hang with pals and gossip with the gals.
Right now, there's time to FaceTime and make rhymes.
For some safe social distance helps to make the curve go down. To make the curve go down. Make the curve go down. Just some safe social distance helps to make the curve go down. And chases COVID far away.
Making music night and day used to chase my cares away. Before coronavirus changed my tune.
Stuck at home and stuck on Zoom. And close to doom. I long to hear real people laughing near. But some safe social distance helps to make the curve go down. To make the curve go down. Make the curve go down. Just some safe social distance helps to make the curve go down. And chases COVID far away.
Wash your hands and mask your face. Give the others ample space. That's the moral we three have come to spread. But if we all will do our part with love that's in our heart, we'll find all said a few less.
That's morbid.
Don't say it.
A few less people feeling under the weather. But
Some safe social distance helps to make the curve go down. To make the curve go down. Make the curve go down. Just some safe social distance helps to make the curve go down. And chases COVID far away.
Hey, know you said you don't want to do the club anymore, and that's fine, but thought you might want to post on the blog. Let me know. You're in my prayers.
In her prayers? She's relentless. Kind of like a stalker. A friendly Christian stalker? Oh, Paige. Mom. How do you find hope right now? Where do you find hope right now? I guess you've got me hoping for hope. So that's kind of like having hope. And kind of like having a friend. Even here, alone, in the dark.
The challenges faced by South Africa serve as a reminder that many of the world's poorest countries will continue to struggle with the coronavirus pandemic and its after effects for years to come. And just as we as individuals may feel all alone, we must not forget those in the global community who may feel forgotten. We need to make sure that they know they are not alone. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Delegate. That was very interesting and very informative.
I would even say it's worth the wait.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, turning to new business, I've got an exciting piece of news to share.
You won the trips to nationals?
No, I mean, not yet. I mean, they haven't decided.
So what's the exciting news?
The news is that our club has been nominated for the World Youth Innovation Award.
The what?
The Youth Innovation Award. Because of our blog and our focus on teen mental health. This is kind of like a big deal.
Oh, okay.
It certainly sounds like a big deal. Props to the club.
Especially Paige.
Yeah, especially Paige. She was right. You were right.
No, this was totally a team effort. Let's just hope it made a difference. Autumn, I think there's someone in the waiting room.
Oh wait, you're right. Peru?
Hi, sorry to barge in, especially so late.
It's not a problem. It's great to have you here, even if just to say hi.
Abby, you missed my awesome report.
Yeah, well, I think I missed a lot of things. Especially just the chance to be a part of something and to be with people.
Well, the good news is that you've been with us the whole time.
Excuse me?
Paige insisted on keeping you in the roll call, but she said you'd be back if we all kept you in our thoughts and prayers.
I said maybe you'd be back. If you ever changed your mind, that's all.
Well, are you back?
I'm here, aren't I?
Oh my gosh, Yay, I miss you so much.
Order, please. Peru, when can we expect your report? Okay, I think that's a good place to wrap up for today. But don't forget, special meeting tomorrow.
We're excited to see you all there. Watch for your post with details. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
Hi.
I picked Togo because it's long and skinny and tiny. Like a clarinet. Like me. Only 8 million people. That's an entire country with less people than the state of Michigan. During the pandemic, Togo has reminded me of how easy it is to forget about actual people, individuals. It's a tiny country, but 8 million people is still a lot of people.
I wanted to represent Italy because of Nana, but Autumn already had that. So I picked Andorra. It's near Italy. Nan's doing okay, and I get to see her in person next Saturday. I've prayed for this for every night for what seems like forever. I guess I have to say that God answers prayers.
My grandpa fought in Vietnam. He says when he came home, he felt lonely. That didn't make sense to me. How could you feel lonely in your own home, in your own country, and with your own family? But I've spent this whole year feeling lonely in my own home, in my own country, and with my own family. I think I understand Grandpa a little more now.
I didn't really give it much thought. Picking South Africa, I mean. The whole thing seemed about as pointless as going to school during a pandemic. The world is coming to an end. Make sure you learn to conjugate your verbs, children. But then I learned that what seemed like new issues to me, racial strife, fair elections, healthcare, aren't so new to most of the world. Yet people keep on living and hoping and trying.
I've given my very best on this report to the Italian response to the coronavirus. I've maybe not given my best to the actual people, whether in Italy, America, or right here in my own school. People who actually deal with the coronavirus every day. And I'm kind of ashamed of that. Dad says to whom much talent has been given, much will be expected. Well, it was actually Jesus that said that first. So I think it's safe to say he wasn't talking about GPAs or college entrance exams. I'm going to work for something more than myself.
Mom was stationed in Dayton when she came back from Iraq. After her discharge, she took the job in Lima before moving to Michigan. Those are my first memories. Lima, Ohio, for real. I think that's why I chose Peru. That, and well, it seemed about as far away and as forgotten and as meaningless as Ohio or Iraq. Or Dad. Or me. I think I'm tired of being lonely. And I'm tired of being too tough to admit I need a friend.
In conclusion, on behalf of the people of Ukraine, and on behalf of the human spirit reflected and projected in the mission of the United Nations, I tell you that you are not alone. You are created in the image of the Almighty God, and however you see Him, or worship her, or find solace in their presence or absence, God has made it clear from the beginning of time that it is not good for humankind to be alone. God made us as helpmates for each other, and we will be helpmates through the darkest of times, each in our own way, planting a city on a hill that will bring light and comfort and communal bonds to the nations.
One spirit, one voice.
So Donnie is like the Superman of technical and all things behind the scenes. Donnie helps out with men's ministry, the youth here at the church. He is like here constantly. He's got his running shoes on because he's all over this building. He does behind the scenes for in-person, virtual service. He's upstairs, downstairs. He has an iPad connected to his left hand as he's moving around. He is one big kid, and he makes it fun for these kids. He's upstairs dancing and singing as they are dancing and singing. So thank you, Donnie. We love you. We'll go back to those guys. Yep. And last but certainly not least are Jessica and Dirk Beamer. For those of you who don't know, I believe this is their 15th show of The Edge. And this is not just any show that they purchase or whatever. They write this themselves. I've had 2 daughters go through The Edge now, and it still amazes me, your creativity, your talent, your dedication. You make this fun for the kids. You give them an outlet to come to a safe space, to make friends, to have community, to worship, and have faith together. You amaze me. And on behalf of all of the kids and the parents of The Edge and this whole Hope community, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And one more round of applause for The Edge.
Letting us share this with you. It just means a lot. And parents, thanks for letting us explore tough stuff with your kids. There's risk in that. We don't pretend to know the answers to all that stuff, but we know they feel it, they live it. And so we really thank you for letting us kind of try to feel into that and make sure that whatever folks are feeling, they know they are loved, they're welcome, they have friends. And so we do appreciate you letting us explore that with them. Again, thanks for coming tonight. These young people will be outside, rain or no rain. Hopefully no rain. If it's rain, they'll be under the portico to say hi and hear your enthusiasm for what were some amazing performances, I gotta say.